Today I'm working on my sketchbook, trying to loosen up a little bit after completing a really detailed line-heavy piece. So I decided I would record it and talk you guys through my process. So I'm sketching now, and I'd like to tell you that they usually look a little bit better than this, but they really don't. I'm just kind of figuring out where things are from a positioning standpoint. And I'm using color erase pencils, which I don't have to tell you are amazing because you probably already know, but they're great, especially under watercolor. I highly recommend them. So I'm just determining the location of things. I'm super impatient when I make art, especially when I'm just doing like loose stuff, so I pretty much jump right into color as soon as I'm like, yeah, this is where an eyeball goes. So I'm still really new to watercolor. So when you're watching this, by no means take this as the way that you should paint. I think you can see my mistakes as we make them. I use way too much water, and I haphazardly dab all over the place. I start with my lightest wash and spread that all over. Most of the time I mix the color off of the piece in kind of a separate dish, and then so I'll mix like my tones over there and then let them kind of bleed together in a way that's really pretty. Yeah, I didn't really prepare any like color workups. I just kind of felt it as I went, but I was going to a drink and draw the other week with my friend Elisa, and we met up with another guy, Dominic, and we were talking about color theory. And I didn't go to art school, so my knowledge of color theory is all just, self-taught and stuff I've picked up. But we were talking about how the most important thing to remember when you're pushing the color of something to something unrealistic is to consider the value. So as long as you make the darkest natural color the darkest unnatural color that you're using, you can really sell any color scheme. So for example, later in the video for the Panda's dark black fur, I just chose to use a plum color, and then the yellow for the lighter, and then the red for the mid. So the plum ends up working just because no color is darker than that in the piece. I think it's really important to reset after you do something that really challenges yourself and pushes yourself to do kind of things outside of your comfort zone. So this was kind of like my reset piece. I got to just be messy and colorful and fun, and then I can go back and challenge myself to do kind of another super detailed piece. I've always been a really big fan of mixed media and just creating layers in my work. Even when I used acrylic, I would always go in with water soluble oil pastels or ink. I'm hoping to make more YouTube videos coming up with the launch of my channel, not just art, but some game stuff too. I have a bunch of fun recording these time-lapse process videos, especially sketchbook ones, because they're so fun and fast and easy. But I eventually want to look into doing like studio videos and like videos of my longer process pieces, so you can see kind of like when I actually spend time on an idea of something. And sketchbooks are supposed to be where you experiment and you try things out. I think there's a lot of pressure to kind of share what you're working on and your sketches and your whips and sketchbook tours, and it's fun to remember sometimes that you don't have to show anybody your work if you don't want to, and you have a safe space for yourself to just make mistakes. Yeah, I just kind of have fun with it. I did use a reference photo, which I often do for this, but I just really wanted to play and give myself time to just paint and not worry about evil constricting lines. After I get all of the watercolor shapes down, I like to do touch-ups with the pencil or pen. I'm still practicing the medium, so I'm not comfortable doing all of the little tiny details in just watercolor. I still feel like it kind of like lacks the sharpness, so I'm still going in with like color erase pencils over it, or pen, depending on if I want a harsher or softer look. So yeah, I just kind of pick the corresponding color erase colors, fill in, add some fur, add some texture, and then of course go in and add my little highlights with my gel pen. I love my Signal Uniball gel pen so much more than my Jelly Roll one, so I'll link that. I can't stand the Jelly Roll now that I've used this. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know how you liked it and what kind of videos you'd like to see going forward. I really appreciate you guys tuning in.